Good morning and welcome to day 7 of Thunder Tales 2022 June. And as you can see, we're in a slightly different position to where we moored last night. Nothing bad happened or anything like that. No. We actually ended up having an amazing night on Barton Broad. The wind died down and it was beautiful, it was calm, and what I did is I actually made up the saloon last night, the bed in the saloon, and opened the canopy, and I actually slept there last night with the canopy open. The sunburn was making me way too hot to sleep in the bed, so I slept there with a lovely breeze and it was amazing. Woke up this morning, wonderful, the sun was coming up over the Broad and it was fantastic. However, in the space of about 30 minutes, the wind picked up and I noticed we were starting to drag a bit towards the bank. So it was a quick rush around, and we basically lifted up the mudway, left Barton Broad, we came down to Erster Stade and we've moored up there. Like I say, I mean, that only happened about an hour ago, you know, but I didn't get a chance to, because obviously by the time I noticed it, we were like, yeah, it was there was a boy at the back of us that I was keeping an eye on all night, you know, and it was about, about 6 feet away from the stern of Thunder, and then all of a sudden it was pretty much by the canopy, and that's when I noticed we were possibly dragging, you know, so just like, oh, okay, wind's got up a bit more than I expected, so yeah, so quickly fired up, got down here, moored up, and yeah, just get ourselves organised, get ready, put the kettle on. We've actually gone for a wee wander just up the not very long, about half an hour up the road and back, you know, so it was a lovely wee place. You know, I must actually stay here sometime, you know, because it is so quiet and so peaceful, and I've never ever stayed here. I really must try to make more of a concerted effort to spend the night here sometime, because it really is. It feels like it would be a very beautiful, very peaceful, very quiet mooring, you know, and it's very picturesque, so yeah. As you can hear, I'm still loaded with this goddamn summer cold. It's really sapping the energy out of me, so I'm sorry if the mojo is a bit flat as it was yesterday. I'm not feeling very enthusiastic. I've got some sun cream on today. I learnt my lesson yesterday, but I feel that that sun's going to be quite warm, and yeah, I think it's going to burn quite a bit again. So we'll wait and see. But today is a busy day today. Day 7. You know what it's like by now. We'll be leaving here just shortly and heading off down the river, and we will be going back to the Marina. We'll be cleaning up the boat, loading up the cars with as much stuff as we can that we don't need tonight. We'll be turning the boat around, basically. Whether we go for a bite to eat in Horning or go elsewhere, I don't know, but once all that's done, we can then go somewhere for the night, ready for taking the boat back first thing tomorrow morning. So yeah, it's not going to be a very wonderful, adventurous, sort of fun-filled adventure vlog today. It is just a normal day 7, you know, but it is pretty much the last full day, so the more I can get done today, the less I have to worry about tomorrow, you know. And like I say, with this blinking cold and everything like that, and a sunburn, and yeah, it's going to be a bit of a tough day for me, you know, if I'm honest, it is, you know, but I will throw myself on a sacrificial YouTube altar and keep on going, you know. I am a man, you know, I can do it, you know, that sort of thing, you know. It's not man flu, you know, absolutely not, you know, we soldier through this thing. But yeah, so I'm going to go away. I've got the kettle on, it should be about boiled by now, so I'm going to get the kettle on. I've got the cameras all set up, make a cuppa, and yeah, pretty much head on down the river. So not much is going to happen today, I will admit, but what will happen, hopefully, I'll keep you informed. So until later, I'll speak to you soon. So until then, bye for now. Cheers! Okay, just a little wee update for you. We are on our way, and I've got to say it's going to be another hot day, and I'm quite looking forward to getting back down to the River Bure so I can get some breeze blowing through the boat, you know, because it's just now it's pretty bad. It's really stiflingly hot now, and I don't do heat. I don't do heat without wind, you know. Definitely not. I'm one of these people that I like the heat, but I need a breeze blowing about me just to help keep me cool, you know. I like the wind moving about me.
There will be.
There will be. Oh, there will be. I can see it on the river up ahead with a bit of a breeze. But yeah. But yeah, that oyster state is actually really nice. It's really quiet. It's quite surprised. I can see why that's quite a popular wee mooring, you know. I mean, obviously there's nothing around in the area, but yeah, very quiet, very peaceful, very enjoyable, you know. So yeah, I think I could definitely spend an evening there sometime, and I must probably have to do that, definitely. But in the meantime, we are heading on down the river, and yeah, heading back towards the marina. Sorry. Obviously, I'll talk more in more detail tomorrow, no doubt, with you. But just now, any thoughts on your trip this week? You know, has it been good, bad?
It's been shit.
Sorry?
It's been rubbish.
Yeah, but
hated every second of it.
Well, that'll probably be the company more than the actual holiday itself.
But you dying of this man flu that you've got, like, it's depressing.
Well, you've only had it for like 2 days. It's not too bad. 3 days.
That's horrendous.
I'm not dying.
Yeah, well,
it's
stop
just a cold.
acting like you're dying. Act like it's just a cold.
It is just a cold, you know. But you guys know what I'm talking about.
I just don't feel. I've got no energy. I can't hear you. I'm too hot.
Really?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Apart from that, I've had a brilliant time.
It has been good.
Yeah.
And ironically, I kind of wish it was as wet as it was at the start of it just now. Help cool sunburn. Did I mention I've got a sunburn, by the way? You know, 3rd degree sunburn.
Well,
you know?
it's all self-inflicted.
It's all going to start peeling.
You knew you were going to get it.
Yeah, always happens that when the sun comes out. It's lovely sun, because I do like the sun, and then I forget that pale skin. You know, just burn. You know, so. But yeah, so we are heading down the river, and yeah, we're going to go and head back to the marina. We might take a wee pit stop somewhere, I don't know. We don't need to be back at the marina until about 2 o'clock. So we've still got about 4 hours, so that's only going to take us, what, a couple hours to get there? You know? So yeah, I mean, we might take a pit stop somewhere, don't know. But we'll wait and see, you know. There's certainly no rush, it's quite a relaxing wee sort of day today. And we're just sort of taking it easy, but
it's already.
But I'm definitely not ready for this holiday to be over. This week has flown by.
It has.
It really has. So yeah, but we'll wait and see. Anyway, that's the update so far. We're cruising on down the river. Ørsted is lovely. How was your mud wait, by the way? Right up until the point where you...
Well, still got that noise, so I know that's just pretty standard now for a mud wait that we got on Ranworth last time.
Yeah.
You'll probably see that before you'll see this, so you'll know what I'm talking about. So, yeah, earplugs, it's the way to go.
You hear nothing?
Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah. I was a wee bit surprised, but it didn't seem like, I mean, when we first moved up, it seemed to be a wee bit breezier, but I was surprised that it just sort of, all of a sudden, we were like, all night, not a problem, and then it was just like within about half an hour, it was just like, okay, not a problem.
Yeah.
It was just like, okay, don't quite, and yet there was a couple of people that actually mud waited on Barton Broad as well, weren't they?
Yeah.
One was in a questionable position.
Yeah.
Right in the channel by the island, but well, never mind. You know. Oh, is that an otter?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, fab. Oh, he's gone now. I won't see him again. First time, I think that's the first time I've seen an otter. Oh, but I just saw an otter, people. Woohoo!
See, you can get enthusiastic. Look at that. He's
Woohoo!
fine.
Yeah. But yeah, so it's Ørsted, lovely mooring, very quiet. Really need to spend the night there sometime. Barton Broad, mudway, fantastic. Just keep an eye on the wind. But yeah, so we'll just wait and see where the day takes us. So I'm going to go for now though. I'm going to go drink my tea and burn some more. Yeah, until later, I shall speak to you soon. So until then, bye for now. Cheers! Okay, just a little wee update for you. Continuing down the River Bure, and it's definitely one of those bittersweet cruises. I mean, I've still got a last full day. You know, I can go anywhere and do anything that I want, but I do have to go back to the marina and prepare for leaving tomorrow. There are a few things that need to be taken care of today. And that means going back to the marina. So it's one of those sort of bittersweet cruises where you're enjoying the last full day as much as possible, but you also know the inevitability that tomorrow you are definitely leaving, you know. And yeah, it's so it is what it is, you know. But you know what it is, I mean, if you come down here regularly enough, especially if it's just a week's holiday, okay, it's a week, it's fantastic, you know, it's brilliant, you know, there's so much to you, you know, and you can have a fantastic time. But there's no denying the fact that 1 week is just never enough. And hold that thought, I'm just going to switch the cameras on because I'm approaching London Bridge. Right, I'm back. Yes, I didn't quite realise I was that close to the bridge, and I'm hoping the board said 8.3 back there. 8.3 yesterday. We must have had about 8.6, 8.9 easily under the bridge. So I'm hoping, and I know these boards are actually underestimated, overestimated. You know, they're not accurate, and there's actually more height under than it actually shows, so I'm kind of hoping that we will be able to slip under there with the screens up. But you will probably find out just directly when we go under the bridge and all of a sudden you hear a scrape, crunch, crash, tinkle and breaking and glass, and my wallet just goes whee out the window, you know, because I made a mistake, you know, and probably quite a costly one as well. So we shall wait and see. We shall wait and see. But yeah, we're going back to the. But yeah, as I was saying, it's definitely one of those sort of bittersweet sort of cruising days, you know, where you're enjoying your last day, but you know that you can't deny the fact that it's going to be, you're getting ready for leaving tomorrow, and you don't want to be getting ready for leaving tomorrow. You want to get ready for leaving tomorrow. But if you do that, then you're rushing around like a madness, you know, trying to get sorted, and you know, you don't want to do that after, you know, why give yourself that much stress, you know, in the morning when you've had a week of complete tranquility and relaxation. But also because I won't go into the politics of it, okay, but needless to say, I have to go back to get the mechanical turnaround at the boatyard today. It's various reasons. There's been a lot going on in behind the scenes in the syndicate about changeover days and oh, excuse me. There's been a lot going on behind the scenes about changeover days and changes in what the boatyards want and what we want and what have you, you know. So in short, we came up with a compromise that we kept the changeover days as a Saturday, but it does require that the boat goes back on the Friday for a couple of hours to the marina for the marina to do the mechanical changeover for the next owner, you know, and then obviously that then frees us up for the rest of the day, and when we go back it's just a matter of just like getting pumped out on Saturday and away. It's a slightly annoying. A lot of people weren't really too happy about that, you know, because who wants to go back to the marina on the Friday, you know, if you don't really need to. But in the same token, the advantage of doing it that way is that when you come down to take over on a Saturday, you're not waiting for the marina to turn over the boat, you know. We employ a cleaner to come in and clean the boat. I'll give the place a hoover and a general tidy, but we employ a cleaner to come in and actually clean the boat properly, you know. The advantage of that is that she usually comes in about 10 o'clock, so instead of you having to wait till 2 o'clock on a Saturday afternoon before getting the boat, you can now essentially take the boat as soon as the cleaner is finished, which is usually about 11 o'clock in the morning, which is really, really good. Oh yeah, slipped under there, no problems. No problems. So so yeah, it means that you can get an early start on a Saturday. You're not hanging around, you know. You can get in there and avoid all the worst of the traffic if you like, you know. Get in there nice and early, get away as soon as the cleaner's finished. You start your holiday nice and sharp. But the drawback is you have to take the boat back to the marina on the Friday for a couple of hours at least. So yeah, it swings and roundabouts, you know, and it's like I say, a lot of people weren't happy about it, but it's just finding the best compromise that works for everybody. The marina gets what they want, we get what we want, even if it is a bit of a pain. But on the plus side as well, the advantage of that is that while you're waiting on the marina to do the turnaround of the boat, you can take care of the cleaning of the boat and loading up most of your stuff in the car, so ready for leaving tomorrow. So it is what it is, you know, and it's like I say, it's yeah, you know. But yeah, so I'm sorry, I didn't mean to ramble quite like that and get involved in the whole politics of a syndicate actually, you know. But yeah, anyway, as you probably saw, we just nipped under Ludham Bridge there, slipped under no problems, had plenty of room under the bridge for the screens being up. So yeah, not very long now before we're down at the bottom of the Ant, where we'll turn right and go along the river Bure, you know. I know it's probably a bit late now, but did you want to stop at Ludham for the shop?
No.
No.
You asked me earlier and I said, no, it's fine.
Well, I just wanted to give you, because I can still turn around.
No, it's fine.
No, okay. It's okay. Well, yeah, in that case, we're just going to continue dawdling on down the river, and like I say, once we turn right onto the River Bure, we won't be very far away from the marina. And once we get back to the marina, well, we'll probably not be around for quite a few hours while we take care of all our bits and pieces, you know. And of course, I mean, Susan's getting uber organised. She's taking care of all her bits and pieces right now while I'm doing all the hard work, cruising and vlogging and all that. It's a very difficult work, you know, the man's work. Yeah, I say that sarcastically, by the way, okay, right, seriously, I'm just joking, you know. But it does mean that when we get to the marina, she'll have done all her stuff and I'll have to do all my stuff, and she'll not help me, you know. She'll leave me to take care of all my stuff, she'll leave me to take care of all the cleaning of the boat, she'll leave me to take care of all the cleaning of the exterior, you know. And she'll sit there and drink tea and go on Facebook, you know, and just totally, yeah. So that'll take me a wee bit longer. I'm quite glad she can't hear me when she's at the back of the boat, by the way, beside that engine.
What you say?
Nothing.
Can't hear you.
I know, it's okay.
I will find out, you know, obviously.
Yeah, but...
And you know how long I can hold a grudge for?
Yes, you can hold a grudge for quite a wee while. But yeah, so we're continuing down the river. The sun still pops its head out, gets very bright, very warm. Yeah. But when it goes away, I'm quite glad actually today. Yeah. Anyway, I'm babbling. I'm going to go away for now. I'll keep you updated. It's not very far till the River Bure, so until later, I shall speak to you soon. So until then, bye for now. Cheers! Okay, just a little wee update for you. These are staying on, by the way. It's very bright out there now when the sun comes out, so yeah, I need to keep these on, so sorry for the look, you know, but yeah, just a wee update for you. We are now on the River Bure. We are just approaching Ranworth Dam. Have you actually been to the Maltsters yet?
No, never.
No?
No.
Apparently it's undergone a refurbishment and it's... Alright, okay, right. Sorry. I was, she was needing to go into the front cabin, you know, and I was delaying her, so... yes, we're just passing Ranworth Dam, and I don't actually know what Ranworth would be like today, if I'm actually honest. It might actually be quite busy, because it's a very popular wee place. But the rivers have actually been quite quiet. I mean, okay, there's quite a number of boats around up here in the Northern Broads, but it's not as busy as you would expect it to be for June. So yeah, it's maybe there would actually be some spaces down there. I mean, the time's only what? Oh, really? It's way too early. It's only 10:30, you know? So, maybe I should go down and have a wee look. I think I should go down and have a wee look. Go down Ranworth Broad. What time are you wanting lunch or dinner?
I don't know. Why?
Well, is that like 10:30?
It's 10:34.
Well, we're going to be there for 11 o'clock at the marina.
Are we?
Yeah.
That's probably, I mean, we've got stuff to do though, haven't we?
Yeah,
Which will take about an hour or so.
Okay, so we will not go down Ramworth Down and have a big lunch. You know, focus on what we have to do, because we've actually got quite a wee bit to do. You know, to beautify the boat, if you like, for the next owners coming in on Saturday. So, oh, just a wee cup of salt. So yeah, although we're going to get to the marina way too early, it probably is a good thing that we just head on back and get sorted. That way we're back there, we can take our time, get all sorted, and then hopefully if we can get everything sorted quickly enough and early enough, we've then still got time to have another wee sort of wander around later and decide what we're going to do for food, and where we're going to go and what we're going to do. And you know, I mean, I don't know, I mean, okay, I mean, there's quite a number of boats about and Ranworth is busy, but do you think we'd get in at Ranworth?
No.
No.
We never do. Times we've been down, we haven't.
Yeah. But, or we could do what we sometimes do, is just literally go down and just hang around until somebody leaves. Because people go down there for lunch and then leave.
So, are you thinking stay there the night?
Oh, possible.
Or are you thinking just going in?
It kind of depends where you want to go for tonight and what you want to do. I mean, I know you like, well, you're starting to enjoy your mud weights, aren't you? You know? So we could, but also depends where you want to go.
It's going to be quite windy tonight.
Is it? Is it due to be quite windy? So you don't want to do a mud weight? Okay. Well, I would have to say, we're talking really, once we leave the marina, it'll be anywhere from Salhouse area down to maybe the St Bennett's area.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
somewhere in that vicinity area. So like I say, we'd have Salhouse for the feathers, but if we could get in the morning, well, so be it. Ranworth, okay. But yeah, I think that's kind of the sort of area we want to be. We want to be somewhere close, so we don't need to have too early a start. But, and if you want to stay in the marina, we can stay in the marina, but nah, who wants to stay in the marina? Not the last night,
No.
not if you don't need to. So yeah, we can go somewhere. Might be nice if we can get in at St Bennett's Abbey. It might be nice just to have the canopy back and just let that breeze flow through it. You know, but we'll wait and see. We'll figure something out. You know. But yes, in the meantime, and I meant to say, okay, yesterday, right, we literally didn't know what we were doing, and we were leaving it up to the Princess of the Broads to decide what we were doing and where we were going. And I meant to say to you, that sort of journey is pretty much our journey every day. We literally just sort of leave a place. Sometimes we've got an idea of where we want to go, like today, back to the marina, but a lot of the time we literally leave a place, point a direction, we get to a junction and it's like, right, straight, left or right, basically. And then we keep on going and it's left or right. And we never really know what we're doing. And if we've got an idea where we want to go, we suddenly change our minds. I mean, I almost went down Ranworth just now, you know, and it's just like, well, could have ended up with a burger, pint and a burger, you know, for your lunch, you know. But yeah, I mean, that's just how we sort of cruise.
That's
So
how we roll.
That's how we
on
roll.
the Broads.
Which sometimes I suppose it can be quite frustrating if you're trying to meet up with people, you know, because it's just like, oh, where are you going to be? Where are you going to be? I said, well, I don't know. We've got an idea we might be at Ramworth, but we could end up at bloody Wroxham. You know, just the way things go. So yeah, just never really know from one corner to the next where we're going and what we're doing, you know. But it was good, you know, and you should definitely start choosing more often, because that was a good day yesterday.
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah. But yeah, so that's the update so far. We are just passing, well, we've passed Ranworth Dam. We're not going down Ranworth yet. Might end up back there later, but we're just continuing on the journey towards the boatyard. Yeah, very soon I'm going to have to nip up top. Stern mooring, a lot easier up top on this boat. So yeah, I'm very shortly going to have to dive up there. And yeah. I will keep you updated, but I think the next time I speak to you will be from the marina when we're all tied up. So until later, I shall speak to you soon. So until then, bye for now. Cheers! Okay, just a little wee update for you. As you can see, that is us back at the marina, all moored up, no problems, turning into an absolutely stunningly hot day today, which is lovely. And there's a few paddle boarders out, and I must admit, on a day like this, I'm quite envious of them. I think I'm wanting to be out and maybe even go for a wee swim in the river, you know. But yeah. But yes, we are back at the marina. We've got evening shadow, thunder, silver clouds, all here, all the neighbours. There is a couple of other syndicate boats here. Moonlight Shadow, I do believe, has recently moved here. She seems to be out. I believe Ranworth Breeze is also now at this marina. That was a big syndicate boat from the Southern Broads, but I believe she's also out and about at the moment, so I've not seen her. But yes, that is us back at the marina. We are going to now get ourselves organised, fixed up, ready, sorted, figure out what we're doing and when we're doing it and how we're doing it and what have you, and then we are going to figure out what we're going to do for the rest of the day, and from there figure out exactly where we're going to spend our evening, because we don't really know yet. Yeah, so that's the update so far. Like I say, got my chores to go and do now, so I won't be around for a wee while yet, but who knows, you know, maybe something will pop up. But I will keep you updated on the events of the day, and keep you updated, and we'll see where the day takes us, and let's see what happens. So until later, I'll speak to you soon. So until then, bye for now. Cheers.
You've been demoted.
I really have, haven't I?
Have, yeah.
You know, there's no longer the admiral. You know.
There's not even
Hello.
an introduction. Hello.
Hello.
Just another wee update
Just
for you.
another wee update for
See,
you.
taken over.
As you can probably tell,
Well, I've decided to talk for him because obviously he's dying.
naturally,
So,
you know. That's the second,
Pavements
that's
have got
the third time you've done that in like 10-15 minutes,
yeah,
you know.
it really is.
I don't know if you can tell, but I have obviously had a couple of pints, and this one has had an entire huge full-on size bottle of Prosecco. So yes,
Wait here.
and we're walking along Horning High Street, which has no pavements and
When you're
quite a wee bit of traffic,
tiddled.
and we're a wee bit tiddled. But yes, basically what happened is that we went back to the marina, and we got the bus, the bus, man, you know, by the way, that's the
where the boat
slipway, that's where the boat sits.
Wow.
Just when that's where the Mississippi comes out, the tour boat, during the winter, you know, but it's like a house, a Mississippi cruiser, you know. Looks really weird in the winter when it's sitting there, you know. But I got talking earlier and I meant to point that out to her, you know. But yes, basically we went back to the marina, we got the boat all cleaned up. She's looking quite good, if I do say so myself.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
He hoovered as well.
I hoovered.
He wanted
washed.
me to do it, and I'm like, it's your boat.
What did I say? I told you she would do that, didn't I? You know, so yes, she left me to do all the hard work.
Yeah.
Yep. And then we got all our stuff organised, and we pretty much loaded up the car with everything that we're sure
We won't need tonight.
we won't need tonight.
And then we'll be like, oh, could have done with this, and
yeah,
could have done with that.
like
God.
the time I ended up doing a night navigation
Without
for the
big
first
torch.
time without a torch, you know, that was like, ooh. But
Sorry.
let's come over here. We've got a pavement
Okay.
for at least 10
Okay.
yards. So yes,
No, actually, you're going to have to hold my hand.
am I?
Yeah, I'm not.
Okay. Well, man, you're carrying teddy bears. Okay, right.
I've got 3 kids.
Yes, I know.
Cute teddies.
Yes, cute teddy bears. Yeah.
resistance.
But it means
Where are
that
you
if
putting me? Where we going?
well, if you're wanting me to hold your hand so that you can walk in a straight line, okay?
Yeah, 'cause I'm
the
missing.
gentleman always has to walk on the outside, which means we need to walk on this side
you need to
because you've
steady
got
me.
your teddy bears
Yeah.
on the other side.
Okay.
you
Well,
know?
I can move the teddy bears.
So anyway, what we were saying is that we got the boat pretty much organised. We loaded up the car, but the Marina mechanics weren't quite ready to turn the boat around yet. So we decided we would come for a wee walk to the Swan. And it's not that far away from
Well,
the Marina,
actually,
it's about a mile.
Tell the truth, you tried to get me to go to the new inn because it was closer.
If I'd really tried to get you somewhere
You really did.
closer,
You really did.
I'd try to get you that ferry in,
Where's
which is
that?
like pretty much next door,
Oh, okay.
you know, pretty much.
Do you need your
So-
hand back?
Well, just
Do you like?
for
Oh,
5
okay.
seconds.
Okay.
Just for 5 seconds. There you go. See. Oh, no. Stay that side.
All right.
Okay,
Okay.
I'll keep you safe.
All right.
You know,
Yep.
just I'll still guide you.
Okay.
No, just need to rest.
All
This
right.
arm.
I see. Do you want me to hold her?
No, that's okay. I don't trust you with your how steady you'd
Falling
be at
up
the
and down
moment.
the pavements. There aren't no
So-
pavements to fall down.
So yeah, we basically took a wee 1 mile walk to the Swan, and we had a lovely time there, didn't we?
Yeah, it was lovely.
It was fantastic.
We had flatbread while we were deciding with garlic butter on top. Oh,
Yeah, I mean, it was like, I've never seen that before. You know, like, why don't, it was like,
yeah, why don't we just get more money off you? So while you're
So-
taking your time deciding, have some of this.
have some flat, I mean, really, okay, a fiver.
Oh, God.
Oh. Well,
It's gone.
that's good. I mean, a fiver for some garlic flatbread, while you decide what you're wanting to actually order, might seem like a bit much, but you know what? It was cooked fresh, and there was quite a bit of it actually. Oh,
Shit. You made me jump then.
fucking electric cars, man! Electric
You
cars!
swore. You're going to have to beat or...
Oh man,
Tell you what, I nearly pooped my pants when you did that. You made me jump.
I didn't hear that.
Don't do that to me.
You know, honestly, I don't like electric cars. They sneak up on you. Give me a stonking big V8 anytime, or a V12. Yes, please. At least I can enjoy the oral delights of it. You know?
Oral as in ears,
Yes,
not
oral.
as in mouth.
Audio delights of it.
Okay. Well, you need to specify.
Yeah. But yes, anyway, we're going off track. We went to the
Yeah, you might need
Swan.
to take that bit out.
So what bit?
Nothing.
Um, I think I'm going to be suffering a wee bit tonight, by the way. She's had a wee bit too much, by the sounds of things. I think the good weather's finally got to her. You know, she's actually smiling for a change.
It does make a change, actually. I can't argue with that.
But, no, but the menu at the Swan,
Gosh,
I mean,
too much
Well-
choice.
well, and the problem was that it was, everything looked so tempting.
It was.
I mean, I think there were like, what, half a dozen starters?
Yeah.
I mean, there were about a dozen starters, okay? And out of that dozen starters, there was half a dozen of them that both of us were really interested in having.
Yeah.
But we couldn't decide which ones we wanted. And the same was with the main course. And then you flipped it over, and there's a whole other list of burgers and pizzas, and oh, the menu was huge, and everything sounded amazing, you know, and he's very impressed. I mean, in the end, you ended up having oven-baked mushrooms.
No, it was just Paris mushrooms and brown mushrooms in a garlic butter sauce with sourdough bread.
Yeah, and I ended up having pan-fried scallops and king prawns in a Delphos and green paste
What's
stuff.
Hose?
I have no idea. Just some sort of some sort of sauce. I can't even remember exactly what it was that I ordered.
No.
All I saw was the scallops and the king prawns, and that was it. You know, so I mean, it was gorgeous. And the thing about the starter was that it wasn't heavy. You know,
No, it was only a little bit.
It was just a little bit, but it was cooked to perfection, and it didn't fill you up. I mean, the fact that we'd also had a little flatbread beforehand while we were deciding what we wanted, you know, I was a wee bit worried. And then what did you have for main course? You had the signature burger.
Signature burger. Are you sure you're not drunk?
Huge. Signature burger was huge.
Pork. It was obviously a beef burger with pulled pork,
yeah,
and bacon and cheese and fries, and
that looked really nice.
it was lovely.
You know, and then I ended up having I wanted to go for a chicken and leek pancetta pie, if you like, but unfortunately, because we took our time ordering, because we had the garlic flatbread, they just sold the last one before I got to it. So I ended up having spur of the moment, ended up having Hunter's chicken, you know. First time I've ever had Hunter's chicken, but it was done very differently from what you would usually expect. I mean, it was still a chicken schnitzel, and the bacon and cheese was, it wasn't smothered in bacon and cheese or barbecue sauce. It was a different take on a popular recipe, and I must admit I really liked it. And the thick cut homemade chips, oh man, proper good stuff, you know, nice and crispy and light.
Potato wedges.
So she's taking the mickey out of the ex-wife there, you know, because we had a bit of an argument over that, you know, when I was long time ago in my previous life, you know. Yeah, so but yes, the homemade thick cut chips were cooked to perfection, you know. The outside was nice and crispy and light and crunchy, whereas inside the potato was nice and soft and juicy, and oh, absolutely fantastic. I did, if I'm honest, I did actually want a third course, like a dessert.
Did you?
Yeah. Well,
see, if I'd known that, I'd have had the sticky toffee pudding.
Oh man.
Seriously?
Right, yeah, but could you? But could you have managed the sticky toffee pudding?
Aye.
Really?
Aye. I've had a bowl of prosecco. I'd manage anything.
I'm saying nothing. I am saying nothing. You know, I wanted the dessert because I mean, how good the dinner was, so good.
Oh.
You know, I mean, the dessert would have been fantastic, but
it's only 4:30.
no,
Should we go back?
no, we're almost. I'm not.
That is.
Because if I walk back there, you'll just end up having another bottle of, you know.
That's my plan.
We'll still be sitting there at 11 o'clock at night, you know.
Oh well.
But no.
Would that be such a bad thing?
Well, that depends what you actually plan on doing, like.
Well, we wouldn't be doing anything if we're still sat there at 11 o'clock at night.
Bloody right we wouldn't, you know. And I'm driving tomorrow. I've got a long day drive. You know.
3.5 hours, tops.
Aye, to yours.
Yeah, well, you stayed at mine.
Am I?
Well, aren't you?
I don't know.
Of course you bloody are.
Oh,
when
well,
do you
there you
ever not?
Well, you know.
Well, obviously with you dying of 3rd-degree burns, nettle stings, COVID and a really bad man flu,
yeah,
maybe you should go home.
Well, probably, you know.
I might make you drive the 9 bloody hours home and say, shut up.
Shut up. But yes, what was it? I've totally lost my train of thought. Boy, you stop doing that to me. You know? Christ, sometimes you're worse than Paul.
Well, that's saying something.
But yeah, we I really wanted to try the desserts because the menu was so good, but I honestly don't. I think I would have struggled, you know.
My feet don't seem to be working properly today. I don't know what's wrong with them.
Do you want me to really answer what's wrong with our feet just now?
They're just like dysfunctional today.
Is that before or after the Prosecco? Because you seem to walk there quite easily.
Prosecco's got anything to do with it. It's just my feet have stopped working.
But your feet worked fine on the way to the Swan, so why don't they work now?
I don't know.
Yeah, well, anyway, as much as I would like to have tried the desserts, if I'm being honest, I couldn't have managed it, you know, but
Wait.
the Swan has come a long way, you know, yeah, I mean, it's not, I probably wouldn't say it's particularly cheap. I mean, it was about...
No, actually, I think that was cheap. Weird.
I mean, bearing in mind, okay, right, bearing in mind, I had 2 pints of Doom. She had an entire full bottle of Prosecco.
I like how he has to explain an entire full bottle, which means a big bottle of Prosecco,
yeah,
you know.
because usually when you have a bottle, it's just the wee bottles.
Aye.
You know? But, yeah. So,
right, crossed over.
oh, we've got a wee path over there now, don't we? But yeah, I mean, it's like, I had 2 pints of Doom, full bottle of Prosecco. We had 2 courses each, plus the garlic flatbread, while we were pondering the menu and having a wee sort of catch-up chat and everything like that. And it came to just shy of £80.
Yeah.
So pretty much £40 a person.
Including alcohol.
Including alcohol, aye, that's obviously,
Aye.
the whole bill. So, yeah, I mean, I would say it's not overly expensive.
No.
But it's not cheap.
I'd say it's one of the cheaper ones around here. You put that bottle of Prosecco at like 22 quid.
I didn't actually notice how much it was.
Yeah.
I forgot to look.
Yeah.
But yeah.
They're normally about 22 quid.
Yeah, about 20, 25.
You're right, there you go.
So yeah, I mean, you could knock 20, even if you knocked 20 quid off for the Prosecco. Yeah, but
so you're looking at 59 quid
for
food. And
and my 2 pints. You know, but
what's that for a pint?
I don't know, I didn't even notice.
Should we call it a £5 each?
Yeah.
Give or take. Another tenner.
Let's
30 quid off for drinks.
Let's be generous, okay? Let's call it £3.50 for the pints.
That's not generous.
They're not going to be
They're going to be
the pints not going to be £3.50. They're going to be like £4.50 or whatever.
Yeah.
You know. But let's be generous. £3.50. So that's £7 for the 2 pints.
Yeah.
20 quid for your Prosecco.
Call it 30. Let's knock off 30 quid.
30 quid.
Like I said.
50 quid.
There you go.
You know.
25 quid each for food.
For food. It's not bad. It's not bad.
That's extortionate, by the way.
But you get what you pay for. And I must admit, the food was I mean, it was worth every penny and more. And even the choice alone, you know, it was really good. It was really good. Anyway, so that's what we did. And now we're fed and watered, and we're just walking into the marina right now, heading for the boat, deciding not where we shall go.
Deciding not?
Well, we're not deciding, are we? We don't know where we're going.
No, we don't.
So, we do know we don't particularly want to stay the night in the marina.
No.
So, I've no idea where we're going. So, we know not where we go.
We know not what we do.
Yeah. So, yeah. So yeah, basically I'm gonna end it here just now.
The end is nigh.
The end is nigh. Because we're approaching, I can see thunder from here, and we need to go get ourselves organised, figure out what or where we're going to spend the final evening. But the vlog's not over yet.
It's not
because
over.
obviously it's not over till it's over, till the fat lady sings, you know. You're very far from fat, by the way, you know that. But yeah, we're going to go on our way in, figure out some stuff, and then obviously we'll be back later. Yeah, just sort of put back once we know where we are.
Red October. Why is that familiar? Is that a film?
Yeah, well, come on, The Hunt for Red October.
Sean Connery?
Yes.
Yeah, no, Red October.
I know, it used to be moored beside me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I've just seen it.
Yes, Red October. Yeah. But yes, so I will keep you updated on the events of the day, come what may, whenever we know what we're doing or where we're going. But until then, for now, we shall speak to you soon. So until later, bye for now. Cheers! Okay, just a little wee update for you. That is us back on the boat and back out on the rivers. And yeah, I have no idea where we're going. I have no idea what we're planning on doing. I do know that I have literally came out the marina and turned right, kind of thinking maybe Salhouse, but it's a wee bit breezy, and it's a changeover day for a Saturday changeover day for the high yards in Wroxham, so Salhouse might be a wee bit busy for mud waiting. It might be a wee bit busy on the paid for moorings. Salhouse Broad moorings will probably be full, so I might be going an hour up towards Wroxham, only to discover that I'm not really going to be going there, so I might need to turn around and come back and go to where common sense tells me I should go, which is down towards the Abbey, Fleet Dyke, South Walsham sort of thing, you know.
Plenty of time.
But as you pointed out, we've got plenty of time, you know. We've not actually gone for a right proper cruise today, you know. We basically just left Barton and came all the way down here, you know. So yeah, I mean, the rivers are getting quieter, the temperature's starting to drop a little. It's starting to get a bit humid though, that's the only thing. I'm going to take this off. Starting to get a bit humid and muggy, but for all intents and purposes, it's looking good. But I don't know. We literally will just sort of dawdle along and just enjoy a little cruising, you know, and see where we end up, and we'll end up wherever we end up. And what time did we leave the marina?
5 o'clock.
We're calling it 5 o'clock.
2 minutes to.
Yeah. So yeah, we're just gonna dawdle along and just take it easy and just see where the day takes us, and we will moor up where we moor up, you know. That's basically it. And somebody's got a wee one of these wee hosing things going, and that's going to come right back over just in time for the canopy, which is open to catch it all.
Too far away for that.
Well, you'd be surprised, because it goes right a wee bit out in the river. But yeah, so yeah, we're waiting to see what we're doing, you know. And pretty much, you know, I was surprised though when I passed the ferry in at Horning. Most of those moorings are empty, and I was just like, what the hell's going on here? So there is signs up there, and I couldn't quite read them. But I'll need to, maybe if I go back, I'll check out what they say, because I am curious. Because usually in Horning, they're one of the moorings to like definitely get sort of complete. I mean, they used to be free, you know, under the previous owners, but I do know the ferry inn has changed hands recently. It's got better recently, I do believe. So maybe the mooring situation has changed as well, you know. Maybe it's no longer free, I don't know, but something's definitely going on down there, that there would be so many empty spaces there. So yeah, but we'll wait and see, In the meantime, we're just gonna dawdle on through Horning and just sort of go where the wind does not take us, because right now it's not actually blowing, and when that sun comes out, it's like, oh my goodness, you know. So yeah, we'll just see how it goes, and yeah. So, are you having another Prosecco, or are you both Prosecco now? Or are you just going to go to bed?
Yeah, it's too hot to go to bed just now.
Too hot? It is. It's currently showing up to about 24 degrees, by the way. So
yeah.
It's,
I don't know.
Hot. Yeah.
Did you want a drink? I mean, I've had a bottle.
Yeah. Well,
if whatever we open now, we have to finish.
That's true, which means that we kind of have to have like a couple of glasses each. You know? But it is like 5 o'clock. You know? And you know you can have another half bottle. You know? And that's your limit, obviously.
That is my limit, yeah.
but that all depends if you can handle that without suffering for it. But I'll leave that with you. I'll leave that with you. Much like you're telling me just to go with the flow, I'm just telling you just go with the flow.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm babbling. I'm talking rubbish. So yeah, I will go for now. I'm going to go away and enjoy the cruise, wherever the cruising may take us. I'll keep you updated on what happens and where we go and what we do and what have you. But yeah, basically, until later, I shall speak to you soon. So until then, bye for now. Cheers.
Need more wind.
Yes, we do need more wind. It's
Breezy enough.
it's when you move out the shelter and you get that breeze, I like that. But when you get into the shelter of the trees and there is no wind, yeah, it's pretty bad. Pretty bad indeed. You know, I need wind. I don't do heat without wind. You know, I need the wind. You know, so we'll wait and see what happens. You know, but I'm not going to go on about it again because you're probably sick and tired of me listening to me talk about the weather and wind and heat and third-degree sunburn and man flu and nettles and COVID and, you know, apocalypse, you know, last suppers, you know, I am dying, goodbye people.
He will, seriously. He will not get up tomorrow morning. I've had this all
day, for 2 days probably.
Oh, yeah.
I'm only teasing, I'm just finding it out. Anyway, I'll speak to you soon, okay? Bye for now, cheers! Okay, just a little wee update for you. We are continuing up the River Bure, heading towards Wroxham, and we obviously going through Horning. We left Horning, and I totally forgot about Little Hoveden Little Broad. It's only a seasonal broad, and it's only open like during the season, if you like, you know, so during the summer. You can't moor at the banks because that's actually the gardens of private houses, but you are allowed to mudweight on it, you know, and it's easy to forget about it because most of the time, especially off season, you know, it can be shut. But we were passing there, it's just outside of Horning, heading towards Wroxham, and it's open. So we went in there for a wee look, didn't we?
Yeah.
And it's a lovely little wee broad. And we seriously considered mudweighting on there overnight, but it was a wee bit breezy in the centre of the broad, and we were a little apprehensive after what happened this morning. But when we moved into the shelter of the trees, there's all that sort of, obviously because it's obviously not long opened and it's been left or it's not been cut back or whatever, but the banks where the shelter was, there was quite a lot of that overgrown grass, weed sort of stuff coming up, and quite frankly I had a bad experience with that at Salhouse Broad with it clogging up my propeller, and I didn't really want to repeat that and put myself in the bugger. So we basically backed out there. We took a look at a couple of other spots along the edge, and yeah, we couldn't really see anything that was clear of this stuff. So I decided, as much as I would like to actually moor there, well, mudweight I should say, I wasn't happy about it, you know. Maybe I'm just being, you know, overly cautious, and maybe I'm being a bit daft, and maybe my propeller would have cut it all up, no problems whatsoever. But yeah, you know, if my propeller gets clogged, it's going to cost me quite a wee bit of money to get somebody out here to drag me back, to lift it out and to declog bloody weeds out of my propeller. So no, not doing it. Not happy about it, not doing it, you know. But you know, it's okay, it's cool. We went in, we had a wee look, you know, and if it had been a little bit calmer, I would have gone absolutely dropped the mudweight there, definitely. But we came out there, and actually we're just approaching Salhouse Broad now, so we're going to go and have a wee look in at Salhouse. The riverside moorings seem to be free and plentiful, but excuse me, the riverside moorings seem to be free and plentiful, but we don't want, I don't want to moor there because you have to pay if you're mooring on the moorings, but to mudweight on Salhouse is free. And don't let anybody in a dinghy that comes looking for money for mudweighting on Salhouse tell you any differently, because there was a bit of a scam about that a few years ago. Some cheeky bugger in a dinghy going around bloody knocking on people mudweighting, saying, charging them for a fiver, you know, and yeah. It's free to mudweight on Salhouse, okay, right? You have to pay for the moorings, but it's free to mudweight on Salhouse. So yeah. So we are going to go and we're going to have a wee look and see what the wind is doing and see what the broad is like. There's quite a few spaces actually available on the moorings, you know, where the fur and feathers. Tons of spaces on all the riverside moorings on the main river. But yeah, there's a wee cove up here. You know, just as you come in, you got all the stern-on moorings. For like if you wanted to go to the playing fields or the Fur and Feathers pub or whatever, on the left hand side. You continue along past the entrance, and then just near the end of the broad on the right hand side There's a nice wee cove. It can be quite sheltered down there, you know. It's also quite popular, you know, for people who want to do mud wading. But yeah, just get down there. If we can get down there, I'd be quite happy about that if it's nice and sheltered, you know. But yeah, we'll just wait and see. So this might actually inadvertently be the end of the this is where we might actually end up staying tonight. Could theoretically just moor up there in the wee trees, you know. I'm looking for a wee bit of shelter, but still somewhere where I can catch a wee bit of breeze, you know, from the air. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go for now because we are approaching it and I want to concentrate what I'm doing. So I'll go for now, and I'll keep in touch, and I'll keep you updated, and I'll speak to you soon. So until then, bye for now. Cheers! Okay, just a little wee update for you. We're currently not mooring at Salhouse. We went around the wee corner there, like I said, took a wee look, distinct possibility. Although I was just getting it sorted, and you know, one thing I don't like about Thunder is its turning circle. It's rubbish, you know, but well, it's not rubbish, it's not awful, but it's not the best turning circle, so that's why I sometimes use the wee old bow thruster just to help swing that bow around. And I did notice when I fired it up, pulling in a tight turn, a lot of crap came off of the bow thruster. Hold on a wee second. Are you wanting there? It's a nature reserve. Free admission, open daily, 10 to 5, April to September. Doesn't say anything about no overnight mooring, does it? No mooring. Hey. Yeah, that's Salhouse. No mooring, trail closed. It's closed, the trail's closed, so yeah. £10 overnight, I think they said. sorry about that. We just saw the nature reserve just at the side there. We were checking that out. We thought about maybe stopping there, but doesn't seem to be open at the moment, even though it should be. It says it's open. I don't think it is open, and there's definitely a sign that's there saying no mooring at the moment. So yeah, I take it that means no overnight mooring, obviously. So yeah, we're going to continue. Yeah, I mean, basically what I was doing was I fired my bow thruster when I went into Salhouse, just to swing the bow around a bit quicker, because it was a wee bit of a tight wee cove, and I found all this crap coming out of the bow thruster, and I was just like, oh, what the hell is this? And obviously, you know, when I said I went into Little Houghton Broad, and I went into the sheltered bit, and there's all this gunk, you know, down there, and yeah. Obviously I'd gone in bow first, and there was obviously a lot of gunk, and somehow I picked it all up in the bow thruster or whatever, you know. I'm assuming that's where it's come from, because there was a lot of gunk coming out, so I had to spend like 5-10 minutes, you know, firing my bow thrusters and getting one person, Susan on that side, on the starboard side of the boat, to tell me what's coming out the bow thruster that side, me hanging over the port side looking at what's coming out the port side, when I was just like, yeah, lots of mud and gunk and that, all those leaves and all that. So yeah, definitely quite glad that I decided not to moor there, because I would hate to, if that's the state the bow thruster got in, which wasn't even being used, I would hate to think what that would do to my propeller, if my propeller was being used. So yeah, quite glad we came out there then. And so yeah, we came out there. We had a look at a couple of other spots on Salhouse Broad, but you know, it's nice enough. You know, it's a lovely evening. It's chilling down a wee bit. We're in no rush at all. So we decided to explore a little further bit upriver for a wee mooring. Basically, we're going to go have a wee look at Salhouse Broad now. Now there's some sort of riverside moorings there. There's, I think there's mud waiting on Wroxham. But yeah, we're just basically we're just wandering. You know what we're doing. We're just cruising. We're just cruising. We don't come up, because I'm now based in Horning, which is a great wee place to be based, but because of that, when I come out, I always tend to turn left. I don't often turn right. Oh, hold on a wee second. What about there? Well, you probably tie up to a tree or something. Sorry, we're just looking at places and just like, oh, wait a minute, what about there? So yeah, you know, we don't often come up this sort of section of the river, and it's like we need to do it more often, you know, because from Horning up to Wroxham, it's actually a really pretty stretch of river, you know, and there's a couple of really beautiful broads there. There's lots of lovely wee sort of side wee bits and pieces, and it's lovely. It really is lovely, and we don't come up here nearly enough. So, and since we're in no rush, you know, it doesn't get dark for another 3 hours at least, maybe 4 hours. It's a lovely warm evening. It's cooling down a wee bit, but not overly so. So yeah, why not? You know, why don't we just go and enjoy a little cruise, just cruise around, you know, just have a little fun, you know, why not? So that's what we're doing. So we're just taking a wee saunter up towards Salhouse Broad now, see if we see any potential possibilities to where we want to spend the evening, and just basically chill and take it easy, you know. We'll find something eventually, somewhere, at some point. I did see a nice wee place just down there though, you know. I think we could probably get away with that, you know. Might need to tie up to a tree as opposed to on a mudway, but that's still wild mooring. Doesn't matter if it's on a mudway or on a tree or on a rond anchor at the side of the bank, still wild mooring, you know. So yeah, and that's something else that I need to do way more of. Wild mooring. I like wild mooring. So yes, we are just dawdling along and we're just taking it easy. We're in no rush, you know, we've got plenty time. The sun's still high in the sky and it's a lovely evening. So yeah, so that's what we're doing. We're just cruising around, basically, being boring. Basically enjoying the last full day, since we wasted pretty much all afternoon waiting on the boat getting them turned around. And yeah, since we've now got time, we've been fed, boat's been sorted, cars sorted, we've got time just to have a wee wander. So that's what we're doing, we're having a wee wander. So yeah, that's so I will go for now. I will keep you updated on the events of the day as they happen, and yeah, maybe next time we will be at Salhouse Broad and we will see if we find a wee mooring at Salhouse Broad. So yeah, I'll keep you updated. So until then, bye for now. Cheers! Okay, just a little wee update for you. We have gone up to Salhouse Broad, and as expected, all the moorings on the riverside by Salhouse Broad, all the free moorings, are taken. I knew that would happen, but like I say, it's a beautiful evening. We're in no rush, we're taking our time, we're just dawdling along, enjoying the cruise, seeing where it takes us. So yeah, we went up to Salhouse Broad, we had a wee look. Next real sort of stop after that Salhouse Broad though is pretty much Wroxham. So there was no real point in continuing up past Salhouse Broad because there's definitely no moorings, you know. The only other moorings that might be available to me up that way would be under Wroxham Bridge, on the free moorings on the other side of the bridge, and I'm not messing around with that, you know, definitely not. So we basically turned around at Wroxham Broad. You know, we took a look, we had a lovely wee cruise, and we turned around and we're heading back down the river now. And was basically thinking Salhouse, you know. We're not sure if we're going to moor up to the posts or if we're going to moor up, do a mud weight. I don't know. I still think, you know, that wild mooring in that wee sort of cove on the main river next to a tree, you know, I think that would be perfect for spending a night on the river on a wild mooring, you know. But I think she's a little bit apprehensive about that. So yeah, I don't know. And you know what it's like, guys, you know where I'm coming from, you know. It's sometimes, you know, you're gonna look after the ladies because sometimes the ladies can you know, honestly, she might be my best friend. I've known her for 33 years, you know, and yeah, we've been through some good times, some bad times, you know. We've helped each other, you know, we've argued, you know, but we are just such a bond and connection and friendship between the two of us, you know. It's yeah, I don't think I would have survived some of the crap that I went through in my previous life when I was married, like 10 years ago, if it hadn't been for Susan, you know. She's not just been a best friend, she's been a confidant and a rock, you know, for me for over 30 years, you know. And you know, yeah, I'd be lost. I really would, you know. So anyway, I'm getting sentimental, you know, and she's wanting prosecco. So yeah, I better go now and attend to the whims of the lady, so to speak. So yeah, so until later, I'll keep you updated on exactly where we end up and what we end up doing. So until later, I'll speak to you soon, and yeah, bye for now. Oh, just as well she did that, actually. I was about to get very sentimental and soppy, you know. You really don't want that, do you? Okay, just a little wee update for you. We are moored up, absolutely, and I think it's going to be quite an interesting and good wee little wee mooring this. First time I've stayed here. Basically, when you come up from Horning, there's two entrances into Salhouse. You've got this one, and then just on the other side of the island there's another side entrance. But yes, we basically came in. There's a wee sort of mooring here. You've probably got space for about another 35 footer in front of us. We are moored right the way at the back of it, over here. You know, we've got the back end as far as we can. There's still a space for about another 30 or 35 footer in front of us. But yeah, yeah, we're moored up. moored up for the night, and it's lovely. I think it's going to be a nice wee mooring actually. I've never stayed here before. Obviously I've stayed at Salhouse, but I've never actually stayed here on the island. And look, you can got the ducks coming to see me, you know, the welcoming committee, looking for bread and what have you. Yeah, well, that'll be good as long as they behave themselves tonight, you know, it should be good. But yes, I think it's going to be a lovely mooring, and we're out of the sunlight, which is good, you know, for my 3rd degree sunburn. But we're also just being able to pick up a nice breeze as well, you know, so it's keeping it lovely and cool. And yeah, and most importantly, it's going to be cool, you know, and quiet, very quiet, I think, once everything all sort of calms down and all that. So looking forward to it. So yes, that is, for all intents and purposes, the end of day 7 of Thunder Tales. It's been a wee bit here and there. You've missed quite a wee bit of what's been going on, but really what you've missed is nothing that's been very interesting, you know. I mean, you don't really want to watch me wash the boat or hoover the inside, do you? So yeah, it's you've not missed anything important, shall I say, but there has been a lot of just sort of wandering around and just doing stuff and what have you, you know. So it's always the same on the last day, but it does mean that tomorrow morning I can leave here and go straight to Bolter's in Horning, get fueled, get pumped out. Not looking forward to that considering the cost of fuel. I will probably have a wee rant about that, you know, we'll wait and see. Yes, then it's back to the Marina, pretty much pack up the last of the bits and pieces, the cameras and all that, throw them in the car and away, home, that's it. So yeah, and that will be that. So yeah, so going to be a short day tomorrow, but as always I will bring you with me because well, I always have a wee sort of always have a wee sort of musical number on the day 8 final. So yeah, that's what I'll probably be doing. So yeah, head on back, and in the meantime I'm going to go away and take care of the little lady who's still requiring Prosecco. We got distracted trying to moor up, but she's still requiring Prosecco. Yes, it's still empty. Yep, I will take care of that just directly, you know, princess.
Acting like one.
Absolutely, yeah. So yeah, we will go for now. I hope you've enjoyed the day. I know it's been a wee bit, you know, but we've actually had a good day, you know. It's been a good afternoon once we got the boat sorted, you know. Once we've got the boat sorted, we actually end up having a good day. A lovely walk out to the Swan, and hold on.
Have you noticed he's actually feeling better because he's more alive now? Have you noticed? More energy about him. Have you noticed? You
know, I didn't actually notice that, but she's actually quite right. I do feel a wee bit better today, you know. So I'm getting over the flu.
Oh,
so I've just got. So it's only nettles, COVID, and 3rd degree.
By a nettle. You haven't got COVID. And you've got a cold, and you've got slight sunburn.
3rd degree sunburn.
No, it wasn't 3rd degree burns. You'd be blistering if it was even 3rd degree.
Yeah.
Burns.
So yeah, but I am feeling a bit better. I'm obviously getting a little.
Can you tell? It's the alcohol. It's the alcohol. I was trying to get him to drink. He only had 2 pints in the pub, and I'm like, come on, drink. He's like, no, I'm fine. I feel like I've had 5 pints already, and I went, you look like you've had 5 pints, but come on. You know you want to.
So this is what she was doing then, totally. Okay.
And you've still got half a glass of wine there.
I've still got half. I'm honey. I'm trying to say goodbye to them.
All right,
you know.
Hurry up. Yeah, the glass is empty.
Right. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed day 7. I will be back tomorrow for a short wee cruise, listen to a wee bit of music, and yes, I'll probably end up having a bit of a rant about the price of fuel, but we'll deal with that tomorrow. Tonight it's all about kicking back, relaxing, getting this one tipsy, and enjoying the last of the actually quite lovely evening.
Yes.
It really is, you know, and I'm quite sure that once the boats stop racing up and down the Broads, which they currently are doing, it should be even quieter. So yeah, so that's me going to go. I'm going to go away. Thanks for watching. Join me again tomorrow for a quick wee little cruise back to the Marina, and until tomorrow I shall speak to you soon. So yeah, bye for now. Cheers.